Hear about Steven Greer, UFO researcher, ex-doctor, runs Cited and Disclosure Project. Dig deeper. Claims he saw UFOs at 8 and 18, now wants to spill government secrets. Okay Greer, let's see the evidence. Starts Disclosure Project in 2001, press conference with 20 retired officials. But wait, no hard proof, just stories, some labeled unknown. All anecdotal, trust me bro. CE5 thing with Cited. Meditates to call aliens. Charges insane cash for workshops to teach this, $3,500 for a week. Greer starts a free energy initiative. He received almost $1 million in funding and nothing came of it. Joe Rogan also thinks he's full of shit, and has no interest in bringing him back again. Is this the biggest fucking fraud in the UAP community? That's not all for the things he charges. He has an upcoming CE5 cruise where him and his retarded followers pay $28,000 per person to spend time with him for a week on a fucking boat talking about fake promises. This guy is a parasite. There's a reason why he never showed up to any of the UAP hearings. Don't believe me? Here's the link to his fucking cruise ship, https://drstevengreer.ticketsps.com/ce5-ocean, and here's his free energy he's trying to start, which is literally going nowhere. Here's a review of one of his workshops where people reported him being a big asshole. Amazon.com/review/rot12d88xg38l. I beg of you, if you're a UAP content creator, please look into it. If you have any questions, please ask away. He needs to get the fuck away from the UAP community. He's starting a cult, thankfully people can see past his bullshit. The Disclosure Project was a huge step forward, even though all of the people who came out never worked on the reverse engineering projects. After his initial 2001 press club gathering, shit went downhill fast. Nobody knows who they are, not even the word governments. A legitimate experiencer and humble too. I just put on a podcast, which he does for free, went out and did the protocols taught for free in a field outside my house, which I use for free, and made contact with extraterrestrial intelligence, saw UFO phenomena, and improved my life in several ways, including physical healing for the last 3 hours. Been hearing Art Bell talk about him. Currently in January 1999 of my Art Bell Coast to Coast am listening. Crazy to hear all these grifters are still at it all these years later. Rest in peace, Art. And they all have big exclusive scoops to release in 2 weeks that will change everything. He's starting a cult. It is all nonsense, and that includes the Frenchman Val La. What utter horseshit, not this time pigs, not going to happen. I grew up in a 2-room shack with no heat and no air conditioning. His father literally drove the car of JFK when he got assassinated. Feel free to disprove any of his family claims. Never see anyone call it out. He always bragging about his numerous grandkids also, yet never hear them on social media talking about him. 2 more weeks, trust the plan, the reverse speech Aussie grifter said so. He is currently doing a live stream right now. Why is the CIA targeting American people? Oh wait, he's Jewish, that explains it. He kinda based though. Called them CIA queers like Elizondo and Mellon out for being CIA glowies. Both of them later were indeed confirmed CIA Negroes by the son of Chris Bledsoe. He just called out Nolan too during this live. Mellon tried to twist the entire Bledsoe story into a tale of ruthless, human-eating lizard alien overlords though. What's Nolan's fault? Something about the anomalous health issues from abductions or whatever he studies are all from man-made sources or something like that. I wasn't paying super close attention. Dr. Queer loves attention. He mentions people wanting to take his CE5 and make a cult. Would explain why Pat is no longer part of his team. That Discord server is interesting. At least his not a Project Blue Bean glowy. Is Timothy Mellon related to Chris Mellon? He donated $150 million to Trump's campaign. He looks reptilian. The biggest thing that convinced me he was full of shit was his interview on Kurt's theory of everything. Kurt keeps asking him for scientific specifics because it's a show specifically about avant-garde physics, and Greer keeps playing this "well, I don't want to bore your watchers with the physics" card until eventually Greer gets angry and defensive and calls Kurt a hostile interviewer because it's really obvious he's got nothing, and if he starts trying to bullshit, Kurt's going to very politely tear it to absolute shreds and expose him as the shyster he is with open-minded good questions, because he and his entire audience actually know what the fuck they're talking about. Do you have a link to the interview where they said this about Mellon? All of this slide? Ah, so Greer was legit after all.
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army. Army officers say the missile...
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Heard you guys like eating Tide Pods. I should be here to tell you that's wrong. Not that I blame you all anyways. I'm such a snack, wouldn't you say?
Like, share, subscribe, and be sure to check the notification bell. Follow the Atomic Shaman on Twitter at Motel and RV Park. Listen to Paranormal Green Text Stories on Atomic Shaman TTS on YouTube. Catch the live streams of Atomic Shaman Sweat Lodge only on Rumble.